Long day at the office? No problem. It's time for a break. If your glasses are crooked like mine, it's been that kind of day. It is time for a coffee break and a game. Howdy and welcome back. I'm Mike, your board gaming every dude, and this is Quests Over Coffee. Quest Over Coffee is coming to. Sorry about that. Quest Over Coffee is designed and illustrated by Alexander Shen. This is from Gabe Barrett, who is doing the Solo Game of the Month series. We just featured Dyson Crusoe, was super impressed with that. This has the same packaging like the library VHSs of Days Yonder. Takes me back to my childhood, actually going to a real library. But anyway, Quest Over Coffee is different from Dyson Crusoe, where that's quite an intricate puzzle. This is meant to be super quick. This is one player. There is a two-player cooperative variant, but the main mode is just one player. It plays in 8 minutes. You learn it in about 5 minutes. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to show you how the game runs. There is an additional mode being added to the Game Found campaign, the adventure mode. That's designed by Gabe Barrett, I believe. If I understood it all correctly, the original game is designed by Alexander Shen. So difficult anyway. The adventure mode takes it from the original game, which is basically it ends up with collecting victory points, and it does end up with a beat your own score type mechanic. So if that is not enough for you, then you may enjoy the adventure mode where you have to defeat a boss. So it's a pass-fail type of system instead. On Game Found, I believe it's $25, same as it was for the other solo game of the month, and it's $5 or $6 shipping depending where it is shipping to. All the details are on the Game Found. So, is this going to be enjoyable for you? And what did I think of it playing both modes? I haven't played the two-player cooperative. I'll tell you about it. All right. Oh my goodness. Let me show you how the game plays. No. How am I going to read without my glasses? Seriously. All right. So in our setup, what you have is you have a whole deck of quest cards, a whole bunch of them, and each time you play the game, you are going to take 10 or more out. You're going to lay 5 of them face up, 5 more right here, and you're going to place a little shop card. There are 4 different shop cards that I'm aware of. These will be two-sided, each one with their own thing. This particular one has a trade in a box. Not all of them have that. Some of them might not have a trade. So you have a little variation there. Then you have a big old item deck of all kinds of items that you are able to gain and buy at the shop. You're going to pick at least 6 of them and put them up here. This game is meant to be somewhat flexible. So when it says 10 or more, 6 or more, basically don't stress out too much about it, but that's the minimum that you do want for the game. Companions are optional. They do make the game a little bit easier, but I find they make it more fun. That's fine. You want at least 5 if you're going to play with them. Environments are optional. They can make it a little easier or just different. So I enjoy that difference. So you're going to want at least 2 of those. What you're going to do, if you're playing with environments, put one of them face up right down here. You're going to pick one of at least 4 characters, I believe, as these are double-sided. And you are going to set up your character card according to what it shows. So 3 health, 2 money, and 1 luck is what I start with. Most of them, all the ones I've seen, start with 3d6 dice. Maybe there's something different coming in other versions. I should say this is a prototype. It is like a 95% complete prototype. So this is what it will look like, but the little details and typos and things like that, all those things that happen in prototypes will get fixed. Take 3 dice. You have a total of 6. I only get to start with 3. Now, we get to play the game. The environments, if you play with them, have ongoing effects that affect your game. So my maximum health is 4. So even if I can heal above that, then this prevents that from not happening. It's a not poisoned dinner party. How fantastic and fun. And I'm playing as Mayo, of course. You lose the game if you get to 0 health. However, pro tip, luck is more important than health. I've found that myself as well, but Gabe gave me that little cheat hint, but I already figured it out. So I'm taking full credit. Thank you very much. From the items, you get to shuffle them all up. You take 2 of them, look at them, decide to keep one, put the other at the bottom of the item deck. You can use this at any time by discarding it, and then you apply the effect. Super cool. Gives me some kind of fantastic benefit. These are the 5 quests that I need to complete. After I complete these 5 quests, I go shopping, Good times. And then I lay out the remaining 5 quests. Once I've completed all those, the game is over. Did I forget anything? Absolutely. Whatever. We're going to be all right. How do you go through a quest? You pick any one of them in any order that you want to do. You can either succeed right here, and you get the benefit if you succeed. You also get to keep the quest card for points later. How do you tally up points? By the number of stars. This is 1 victory point. If I succeed, I gain 1 victory point. If I fail, I lose 1 victory point at the end of the game. 3 victory points, 3 victory points, blah, 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 so on and so forth. I can also fail. If I fail, then I take the negative effect, and this card goes over to the fail, where it's negative points at the end. There's also the special effect. So if you meet the conditions, in this case, if I roll dice and I have a pair, which I do, whether I succeed or fail, I get to apply that pair effect to gain 1 money. That's awesome. Money is very useful in this game, just like in real life, which is a great time to say, if you are enjoying my content, please give me a like, give me a follow, subscribe, whatever it is called at the moment. I don't know. Leave a comment if you have questions, or if you just want to say howdy, if you want to comment on my fashion choices. I always enjoy that. Please keep it fair and nice. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I love you very much. Thank you for watching. All right, let's go back to this. Oh yeah, if you want to back this, the GameFound link will be in the description below, as well as a pinned comment, as well as any show notes to correct all the mistakes that I usually make. Back to the game. Alright, I'm going to pick a quest. I'm going to pick something easy. This number here is the total number from my dice that I need. So if I get 10 or less, then I fail. If I get 14 or more, I succeed. So I'm going to go after this one. Roll 3 dice. Did I make it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. I got just enough to fail. So this is the one I'm doing. Boom, boom, boom. I have a couple choices. I can spend my 1 luck. I'm not going to do that yet. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend 1 luck. Now I have no luck. That's bad. I can re-roll as many of the dice as I would like. So I'll re-roll 2 of them. Whoa. Good night. All right. Daisy May. Oh. Joni Jonas. There we go. 5, 4, and 4. So I got a pair. I like that. That gives me 9. That gives me 13. So I would not fail, which means that this would just be discarded. It wouldn't really count against me that I'm aware of. That might need cleared up, and it probably is in the instructions, but I didn't totally understand that. Whether it counts as a negative against me when it is abandoned like that. So if it falls in between, that's what happens. But I would still get the pair benefit to gain 1 money. However, I'm not done, folks. No, I'm going to spend money in order to add another dice. So I'm going to spend 1 money because it's 1 star. If this was 3 stars, I would need to spend 3 money in order to do this. What that does is it purchases another dice. You can have up to 6. That means I get to roll it. Happy days. All right, I only get that 1 dice for this 1 quest. So now I have succeeded, which means I gain 1 money back, and I succeed. I got lucky. I get to gain another money. That's fantastic, and this goes towards points at the end of the game. Now I pick the next quest that I want to do as I go through the game. At any point, let's say I forgot. Whenever you spend money, then you can also take a companion card. Again, it's optional. It's Nick's brother, Rick. Hi, Rick. Rick allows me to gain 1 item. You apply this immediately and then just discard it. I just use 1 universal discard pile. Take the item from the top. If it doesn't tell you to flip through and pick, you just take what's at the top. Old Halloween candy. I don't really want that. Discard this item to lose 1 health. Maybe that's helpful, or maybe it's just awful. I'm not sure. You have a maximum number of 3 items unless you gain special items that allow you to carry more. I'm back down to 3 dice, and I'm ready to do my next quest. After I beat all 4 of these, if I have survived, you can see those go pretty quick. They'll be somewhere. Then I get to shop. In order to shop, you're going to roll the dice. Boom, boom, boom. 5, 1, and 1. Put them in any order that you want. It doesn't really matter when there's a trade in the middle. So I'll tell you what, I'm only going to roll 2 dice in this case. Oh, hey, 1 and 1. That is how much money these items are going to cost. So now I'm going to lay out my items that I can shop for. Let's go like this. 1, 2, and 3. Now, I can purchase these as I go in this shop from Mr. Friendly Robot there. This one will cost 1 money. This one I can trade for a current item gladly, and this one for 1 money. I've got enough money to buy all these. I'm going to definitely trade this for that. So discard it. Boom. Or, actually it goes to the bottom of the item deck. My bad. Okay, then I can decide to I can purchase one of these because I can only have a total of 3 items. So let's say I pay 1 money and I'll take the questionable med kit. Actually, no. I'm going to pay 1 money to get the Pants of Many Pockets, which lets me increase the number of items I can carry. So I can spend 1 more money and boom, boom, shabam, bam. I got all the items. I'm done at the shop. There's my money. You can get rid of that, and I lay out the 5 remaining quests. Boom, 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 boom. And the game continues in the same way, completing the quests in any order that you choose. When you get to the end of the game, you will have your quests that you have completed here with their star values. Boom, boom, boom. And let's say that I failed these. Again, I'm not entirely clear whether an abandon, I think it's called abandon when you neither fail nor succeed, counts as a negative against you. I don't think so, because the directions just say fail. So, what we would do is we would add up the total number of stars in the whole game. So, there were 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 total. That's the total score of the game. Now, 21... we get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, normally you'll do better than this. It's actually quite an easy game. I haven't lost yet, but there have been a couple, pickly moments. So, you can increase the difficulty by removing companions. Environment's not entirely sure, but you can remove the 1 stars, so you're only playing against 2 and 3 stars, or the 2 stars, and you will be failing, believe me. So you can increase the difficulty. I played on the easy to normal mode. But anyway, so let's say I got 7 out of whatever 21 points. That's my final score. You look at the instructions for how you rated according to how many points you got, and you see how well you did. And you try to beat your own score each game. If beat your own score is not your jam, let's look at the new adventure mode. And 3, 2, 1, transport. Alright, so adventure mode, a little bit different. You can see how I've set this up. 18 quest cards. Set them up in this grid. Flip the first 3 face up, and then the others face down. Take 3 items, random items, face down. Put a shop card on top, randomly chosen. Of course, you can do any of this not random if you want to control the game a little bit more. You're going to, I always have a stack of items. I just pull out a handful and put to the side in case I get something that tells me to draw an item, because you need these 3 here for the shop. So I don't remember if the instructions say to do that. I do that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gabe. I'm always okay with that. You get to draw 3 item cards and pick 2 to keep. So I did that. I picked my character. I picked a different one this time. I picked Sadie Cat, who is actually a dog. And this one, it looks like his strength is more in health. He can have a max of 3 luck, so I think he's more hard mode. Because of that, same amount of money. So he starts with more luck and money, but you have a luck cap that makes it quite challenging, I think. An environment card above each column. Flip the first one over. The environment that is flipped over affects only the column that you are currently questing through. You also have a boss card. There are 5 boss cards. Now, these are the prototype versions. The final versions I've seen actually make the game they're much easier to read. That's all. It's just a little more simplified and consistent. So they'll look a little bit different, but you'll get the idea. Shuffle them up, pick one randomly, or if you want to know who it is, you can, put them there. Pick the hardest one or the easiest one. Whatever suits your fancy is cool by me. All right, do that. Everything's set up. If you're playing with companions, then, shuffle them up, take a handful, and put them over there. If you're not playing with companions, no worry. I just think they're fun. I like the bonus ability. How do you play? You complete a quest starting from left to right, beat the boss at the end. You win if you beat the boss at the end. You do still score victory points if you're interested in tracking that. Okay, oh my word, how do you do this? Pick 2 out of these 3 that you're going to fight against. So I'm going to pick these 2, and I'm going to place this one over here on top of the shop. You're going to see why that matters. Now I'm going to quest. I'm going to, just like in the regular game, I'm going to roll my dice, pick one of these, go against it, and if I succeed, keep it for points. If I fail, it goes into a little fail pile. If you fail 3 times, you lose the game. That's not very fun at all. Okay, so here we go. If you abandon a quest, which again, I believe that means abandon is you didn't succeed or fail. It's that in between. Then you place it on top of the boss card, which is bad. So you really don't want to do that too much. So anyway, you just want to succeed. Just succeed, like in life. Don't fail, just like my mom told me. All right, here we go. 2 stars. Boom, boom, boom. We made it through. This environment roll applies during all of these quests. We make it through. Let's say I succeeded on both. Discard this lovely environment. Flip over the next. Flip over the next cards. Oh my goodness. Make it smooth, Mike. Make it smooth. Oh, don't shame yourself. All right. Going back to my childhood here. All right, here we go. You do the exact same thing. Pick 2 to go against. The remaining one goes on top of there. Let's say we did that. We got to our final quest, which means one of them would be put up here. We'd go against those. We finish the environments. Now it is time to go shopping. How does that work? Lay these out. Boom, boom, boom. Place your shop. Place the items. Boom, boom, and boom. How much do they cost? They cost the amount of stars that you put. So see, you can control and plan. So I put this 1 star, which is great. That means this is going to be a cheap item. But putting a 3 star, now that's going to cost me 3 money if I want to buy that. So you spend your money to buy what you can, and then you are done with shopping. You can place any item you didn't take at the bottom of the items deck if you so desire. And then we continue questing. This side, exactly the same as before. Flip over your environment. Flip over your 3 quests. I won't walk you through the whole thing. Oh my goodness, don't make a mess. Boom, boom, boom. Quest through. Keep what you succeeded in. Put any failures in the fail pile. 3 and you lose. And then we'll have any abandoned quests. But there's something different that I forgot about. Okay, so after you go shopping, you still pick 2. Where does that 3rd that you reject go? On top of the boss. So choose carefully. Of course, the lower stars you put on the boss, the better. Why? Because at the end, though this card is old and outdated, oh my goodness. Come on, Gabe. Come on. How much HP does the boss have, or target value, in order to beat them? It's not these numbers. It's actually a star. It'll show a star. So it's going to be the total number of stars of his card plus the total number of stars of the cards that you placed on top, plus any that you abandoned. So in this case, the target number is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Seems easy, right? Not really, because they have an end thing that happens that just about always makes you lose anywhere from 1 to 3 health. And so if you do that, you beat the boss, but you lose your health in his final swapper, then you lose the game. That is how you play adventure mode. Folks, friends, ladies, gentlemen, my man, dudes, whatever, what do I think? What do I think? Well, I actually went into this expecting that the adventure mode would be my preference, because I don't tend to care much for beat your own score, right? I like the adventure mode, don't get me wrong. It's a fun little quest. However, the game is designed to be, the adventure mode, it takes maybe 15 minutes, as opposed to the normal mode, which can take up to about 8 minutes. This game was designed to be super light, play while you're drinking coffee, play while you're watching a TV show, something like that. Not too much thought, but there is planning. I actually like the version that comes originally with the beat your own score because of the type of game it is. It's very light and fun. The adventure mode reminds me, if you enjoy Solar Sentinels, it's like a lighter version of that, but with the same puzzle. And you can scale difficulty by removing the 1-star cards or the 2-star cards, so you can actually make it near darn impossible, right? Or you can make it so you can win every time. It's kind of up to you and your own planning. But it reminded me of that, and a touch of Valka as well, the solo quest of Valka where you're going through the map. Very similar idea, going through the pile of cards, pile of cards, pile of cards. So I'm enjoying seeing that become a thing. It's probably been a thing for a long time. It's newer to me. So between the two, I see it more as a coffee game. And then if you want that additional challenge, it's cool that it has it there. I wouldn't buy it only for the adventure mode, though I was impressed with it. That surprised me. Good, solid game, 25 bucks. You know exactly what you are getting. What do you think? Do you have any questions for me as far as quality of the cards? They're nice card stock. No, they're not linen finished. I've been asked that before. So just plain nice card stock. You can see the art. You can see the dice, plain normal dice, good size, nothing strange going on there. These are in card sleeves with a black back. Hold on, if this seems totally abrupt, it's because I forgot to put my requests into Gabe. Okay, so since this is a light game, and this may already be in place for the final version, again, I get the prototype, so I don't know for sure. But you know how I am about setup. I want to read the rule book once. For a heavier game, totally fine if I have to consult it. But with this being such a light game, I did find that I would like usual, I would like to have a card guide on setting up in very, very simple steps. Even though it's a simple setup, I am not a memorization guy. It's not going to happen. So give me that little card if you haven't already for both the adventure mode on one side, standard mode on the other. Two-player variant, up to you whether you want to do that or not. But I would love to have that just so I read the rules one time, put that down, I go boom, 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 or indicators, you know, some graphic design on the cards, whatever your preference is, because you are the expert at that. I would like, that would be like the finishing touch. That would keep me from playing, if that's not in it, it would keep me from playing again because I won't memorize. All right, back to whatever I was doing. Oh, let me sit down again because you know what else I forgot? Oh my goodness, cut and paste the video. Two-player variant. Quite simply what it is two of you can play side by side and you're doing one quest together cooperatively, but you get to share your dice pools. So, you know, you're the lead for one turn and then you pass it in the next. So for one quest, you're the lead. You roll your dice, partner rolls their dice. I'm sorry if I get this totally wrong. I'm just making it up as I go. Leader picks 2 dice to contribute. Follower, shame on you. There's nothing wrong with being a follower. Actually, it's a very good thing. I think it's a strong position. All right, anyway, they contribute 1, and you resolve the quest. Any benefits get to be divided among you equally or decided by the leader. And same thing with negative consequences, because you each have a character card, and you live or die together. It's kind of cute, actually. That's it. Back to whatever was happening. I love you all. I'll see you next time.